hit the start button. And that's it live. And apparently this is defying gravity. Because gravity is not a thing in a lot of places in here. I don't understand that. Seems kind of stupid to me, but it is what it is. I'm not really going to be doing much. Mainly just the power on. Really, just the power on. No viewers, huh? Well, that's not actually true, so don't really know why it's saying that. But anyway, not doing much because I don't really have much to do with this. Just figured I'd bring it out. Actually, what really happened was... Well, okay, two things. Number one, the first thing I was going to do was do a drive swap, an optical drive swap in the Power Mac G4. Then I decided, well, you know, that would actually make a very good how-to video, and I don't think I can really turn a live stream into a how-to video. I was thinking about doing that. Don't really know how that's going to work out. If it doesn't work out, then I'm pretty much, like, screwed out of it anyway, so I thought, well, no, I won't do that. So, the next thing that came to mind was, oh, I could put Debian Linux, or some kind of Linux anyway, on the iMac G3. No, it can't. The iMac G3 has a CD-ROM drive. And all of the images for Linux on PowerPC are DVDs. Yeah, kind of stupid, don't you think? I think it's pretty stupid. But that's the way it is. So, couldn't do that either. And that realization didn't come until about, 20 minutes ago. Yes, I had to scramble and find something to do. I mean, I could work on that Pentium build, but I don't have a heatsink or a fan for it. I've ordered one. I had to wait for it to come in. It might not actually come in because of the Canada Pests rolling strike that's going on right now. So that might not come. That might not even come for next week. I'm hoping it'll be here for next week. So I can actually have something to do next week. But don't have that. I could work on the Zenith 486, but I don't really have much to work on with that either. And I don't even think I could really fix the problem with it. So that left me with this. So it's here. I'm going to power it up, see if it still works. I did check and make sure that the battery wasn't leaking, and it's not, which is good, or at least it's not doing so visibly. I should just remove it. But I'm not going to, because you only live once, and I like to live dangerously. We'll fire it up with the CRT, because this is the only monitor that I can actually use with it. So there's going to be flickering. I do apologize. There's not much I can do about that. So let's see. See if it actually still manages to work. Counting up to a total of 16 megabytes. That floppy drive did not sound very good. But it passed, so... whatever. Good enough for me. I don't really care. Alright. Apparently my keyboard is actually broken. Wow, yeah, my keyboard is broken. So, maybe what the smart thing to do would be to change the keyboard. PC speakers sound driver. Apparently I have HP New Wave on this. Okay, that is really hard to see. Because that's running at 60 hertz, I can see that. Maybe all of a sudden the CRT... well, actually I don't really have much of a choice, do I? Because the VGA connection on the back of this machine is missing one of the pins. It's got one of the pins filled in. And the only display that I've got that is also missing that pin on the cable is this one. So, oh well. I mean, I could rip a pin off of a cable. Well, when you don't know what that pin is used for, well, maybe that's not such a good idea. I don't really have much on here. Maybe I should put some stuff on here. First thing is first, though, I'm going to change this keyboard, because apparently this keyboard is junk. I have to figure out what keys on it are dead and which ones are not. So, okay. Turn that back off again. Maybe I should get some floppy disks and start loading software on it. I don't know what software to load, because I don't really have a bevy of software titles for computers that run on floppy are installed off of a floppy diskette. If I can actually talk, I do have Microsoft Word. I could probably try that. Okay, so now I gotta get back here. Probably kick the camera over. Process, but I'm gonna change this keyboard. Apparently this keyboard is no good. And it was acting kind of dumb at the beginning, too. Before I started the whole stream, it was kind of being stupid. So, no surprise that it doesn't work. But, wow. I hear, like, crumbling stuff inside that. So, I think I figured out why it doesn't work. No matter, I got extras. I had a lot of extra keyboards. Well, I did. I don't really actually have a lot of extra keyboards. Other than the one that I'm pulling out right now, I've only got one more. So I've got to get a few more of these. Let's see if I can find any that are being pitched. Of course, we're not really pitching keyboards because we have a keyboard shortage of these at work too, so... I'm the PS2 type anyway. I mean, the PS2 ones, you can use a USB to PS2 adapter, at least for most of them, as long as the keyboard speaks PS2. But the problem is that a lot of new keyboards don't speak PS2. It's amazing how non-resounding that power switch on the front is. I forgot this was a DX2. 486 DX2. Go and zoom in on that. All 16 megs. Yeah, you can tell this wasn't really designed for 16 megs. That floppy drive really sounds like crap. I'm surprised it works. Or it passes the test. I don't know if it works. It worked when I put the system away, but I guess now maybe it doesn't. Let's try this keyboard. That works a lot better. Hear the PC speaker sound driver there. Sounds like it's actually coming out of a speaker, but that's because it basically is a speaker. It's not one of the squeaker cans. I have HP New Wave on this, which is a piece of alternative desktop software. Easy Desktop Manager. I think I tried to make a video of this, and that was a total failure. But it gives you a couple of things. Maybe I'll make a video about it, but I don't really have much to say with regard to that. I have Microsoft Word on floppy. Let me see if I can find some disks for software titles just in this mess over here. Okay, that's an MS-DOS floppy. That's not really going to help me. Sound Blaster CD-ROM installation disk. But it's on a floppy. Go figure. Okay, well, whatever. Mach 64, that's for a video card. Well, at least it's good to know that at least I have the driver if I need it. Alright, so here's my software. Alright, this little thing here. The little pink diskette binder. I'm going to find some floppies. There's got to be a program on here somewhere. Cerberus Online Config Tool. ViewSonic Monitor Installation Disk. That's for Windows 95. IntelliMouse. MS-DOS, HP Vectra. There's a driver diskette for an Asus P55 motherboard. Windows for workgroups. Which isn't going to help me because I already have that. Windows 3.1, that's not going to help me. I already have that. Diamond Multimedia V90 drivers. Windows 3.0. Well, I have the Word for Windows self-running demonstration diskette. Oh, I have a couple disks back there, too. Well, we'll see what this demo self-running diskette is. To start, type demo at A and press enter. Copy as needed for demonstration purposes. Okay. Well, let's check and see if this floppy drive actually works. That'll be interesting. We'll get out of Windows, even though I highly suspect I'm going to need to be in Windows in order to do this. Well, that much worked. It works? Wow. Well, let's try to type demo. One moment, please. This is As It Happens. Demo by Accent Software. I've never run this, so I have no idea what it does. Maybe there's supposed to be sound, I don't know. Microsoft. Microsoft Word for Windows. Trademark. It's very ironic that this is a program, a demo program for a Windows application that runs in DOS. I'll just let this go by until there's some interaction. Which I don't think maybe there is. I don't think a PC... Maybe they did. Maybe monitors did look like that. But I don't think that... I've never seen a monitor that looked like that. Or that spit documents out like that. You need only to trust your eyes. Because what you see is what you get. I remember when that was a big deal. WYSIWYG. There was a time when that wasn't true. So what you typed on the screen wasn't necessarily what you got when you printed it out. Back in the days when fonts on printers mattered. Alright, so here we go. For more information on the powerful features of Microsoft Word for Windows, press the corresponding key on your keyboard. Well, I've got about 30 minutes, so let's just view the entire demonstration. A major breakthrough in word processing. Formatting. That's not the kind of formatting that erases all your data either. Isn't this exciting? Actually, you know what I could have done? I haven't even thought about it. I'm just going to let that scroll by and hopefully you can read it, because there's not a lot that I can do. I think it is readable, but I think that use the ribbon? Oh no. Whatever are we going to do with those? Ugh. Anyway, I think the CRT flickering is screwing around with the compression. But there's not much I can do about that. The alternative option would have been to hook it up to my KVM switch. Maybe I should have just done that. Then when I had to worry about the keyboard, I was talking about how to format all the printing. All the things that people don't do anymore, like double spacing and tab rules and all those kinds of things. Does anybody actually use that? I don't think anybody uses really any of these features anymore. But like I was saying, I could have got the NEC out, the NEC ready, and used that. That was a thought. Not so much as a demo machine, but so I could hook the fan up. Because I got some wiring that I can use to hook up that fan. But that's kind of boring. So, I don't know. If my heatsink assembly isn't in by next week, I might have to. But, when we're talking about inserting tables. I think that's something people still do. But I'm actually not sure. I doubt you can read all that. Wow, apparently we jumped on a witch and everything just went faster. I don't know. So that's another thing that might be a little interesting. Is does this slow down if it's run in? I don't actually know this. I don't think this has a toggleable turbo mode, but if it wasn't in turbo mode, would it be slower? I'm sure there's a way to toggle turbo mode on or off. It's 486. I thought most of those had that. All the ones I've used had it anyway, except for this one. Actually, does the Zenith have that? I'm curious now. I'm gonna go check. Does the Zenith 486 have turbo mode? I think it does. I've rescheduled a whole bunch of YouTube videos. That's another thing I could have a discussion about. Because I realized that videos were going up pretty much every day. And I had said that I don't really want videos going up every day because that might overwhelm everybody. Because I know that my viewership has gone down. Okay, I can't see anything in here. This stuff out of the way. So I can open this. So I can have a look at my Zenith 486. And I have confirmed that it does not have a turbo feature. Okay, good to know. Unless it does, it might actually still have turbo. Okay, well, doesn't really confirm much of anything. It might be toggleable in software. I know on some machines that was the case, where there was a combination you push on the keyboard, and it would go from slow mode to fast mode. Anyway, I've tried to make it such that there's like maybe 1 or 2 videos a week, plus the YouTube live stream. So about 3 videos a week. Some weeks there's more than that, because I got a lot of content that needs to be uploaded and published. But to put it in a little bit of perspective, I've got stuff right now that was recorded at the beginning of September. That's not going to go public until the beginning of February. So that doesn't really say much because it's a random distribution of stuff that I've got uploaded. But task automation, that's cool. All the kinds of things we take for granted today. Well, I've never used that, so. Oh, and macros. Yeah, macros were a great way to infect your system with malware. Most people just turn it off. No macros for you. Wonder who that is. Or what's at that location? But that is pretty nice, you know? Pretty nice functionality. And again, people take for granted these days. So, here's your demo. I was going to install it, but I don't know. Maybe I should. I'm going to go see what's in that mess of floppies back there. What if I could break out of this program at any time if I wanted to? I don't know. I didn't think to look. Oh, that's convenient. Setup, conversions. I think there were actually a couple more discs for this. Learning and writing aids. If I remember right, there were 5 discs. I don't know where all the rest of them went. Where the other one went. It's not really good. Oh well. It's not terrifically interesting. Lots of stuff that people take for granted. You can convert from WordPerfect. Remember when people actually used WordPerfect? I see WordStar on that list. Remember when people used WordStar? I used to use WordStar. There's nothing overtly wrong with it as a program, but fell out of use. Everything pretty much fell out of use as soon as Microsoft invented their own tools for everything. So everybody's like, well, we're running Microsoft DOS and Microsoft Windows, might as well run Microsoft Word too. Why not? To see a list of Word for Windows features, press F1. I saw that. To get your copy, ask your Microsoft dealer. I'm sure they wouldn't give me a copy of this. Okay, let me go for 6, because it didn't actually show me that. Alright, what do we got? Ease of learning, ease of use, intuitive graphical interface, and, oh, I'm not even going to try and read that. Let's see if we can get some zoom on it, so you might actually have a chance of reading it. I don't know if you can see that. I think the compression might be screwing around with it. You can actually just press any key for the next screen. I'm mostly giving a chance to the people who are watching the archive after the fact. That is out of focus. What happened? Come on. Focus on the screen, please. Thank you. Oh, it just did it automatically. Okay. I guess that's it then. No more demonstration. I've still got 20 minutes. What do I do in those 20 minutes? Well, let's install it. Hope I have all my discs. Probably find I don't. Thank you for watching. If you would like to see it again, type demo and press enter. No. So we'll insert our setup disk. I was sure it had 4 discs. 4 discs in the demo disc. So that would be, what, 5 discs total? Let's see. Setup.exe. I think I have to run this inside Windows. Evidently not. Okay, welcome to the setup program. Press enter to continue. Install Word for Windows and utilities. Sure. Microsoft Windows version 2.11 or later is required. We have installed Windows, so that's good. Install to see Win Word. Sure. Setup is now copying the setup disk. That's a very funny phrasing. That's not a very interesting install process. You can see the activity at least, maybe. And what's going on the screen. kind of. I'm mostly just like looking at the activity lights to make sure that things haven't locked up. Hope that floppy is good. It seems to be. Could definitely hear that hard drive. Insert the conversions disk in drive A and press enter. So it's not actually going to tell me what disks it wants. Or it's not going to tell me what disks it needs, all the disks that it needs. It's just going to ask for disks when it wants them. So that could be an issue. Could be a pretty big issue because I don't know. Word comes with a set of conversion programs that enable you to convert documents created with other word processing programs into Word for Windows programs. Each conversion requires 100 kilobytes of disk space. That used to be a big deal. So let's see. Well, I'd like Word for DOS. To make the selection, select one or more of the following. Oh, okay. Sure, we'll go for Windows Right as well. I don't need Word Perfect overly, so we'll just install those. That's going to take up 200 kilobytes of disk space. Oh no. Install graphics filters. Okay, what options do we have? CGM, AutoCAD, Micrographics Draw. I remember that. Might have to install that on something. I don't know. Just continue with selected. Install tutorial lessons. Sure, install them. Why not, eh? Doesn't ask me which ones it wants me to install. Just installs them. Insert the utilities disk. That's the one I'm missing. Ugh, crap. Do you suppose I'll actually be able to find it? I don't know where it would be. I have it on 5 1/4 inch. But that isn't going to help me because I don't have a 5 1/4 inch drive handy. Oops, that's an issue. Should have seen this coming. I think everything is going great. Well, you've obviously overlooked something. I would expect that it would be over here somewhere. That's where all the other floppies were. At least they used to all be in a stack over here. I guess the stack fell over at some point and I didn't pick them all up. I don't see it there. I see part of a mouse. I don't know why that's still there. I should really toss that. It's not sitting up here. Ooh, what's this? No, that's not a floppy. Dang it. Oh, this is terrifically interesting. So where do you suppose it would be? Probably on the floor somewhere. And good luck finding it on this floor. Wowee. Good luck finding anything on this floor. Crud. Man. Just when you thought that everything was going great, and all of a sudden it's not. You know what I might do? Because I'm an upstanding person. I wonder what version of Windows that is. Or version of Word, I should say. Yeah, unfortunately I don't have it in here. Microsoft Windows. Windows. Blah! Can't use those. So... What do I do about this slight oversight? Let's make a disk. That's what I'm going to do. I'm going to make the disk myself. I'm going to figure out, I don't know if I took a backup of it or not. I think I did at one point, but I have no idea where that backup's gone. If I do still have it, I might not. Let's see. MSW. Microsoft Word for DOS. That's not useful. New Wave, New Shell 2, Win 3.1, Windows Premier Edition, Win 7 Boot, SHA-1 verification, blah blah blah. Microsoft Office 4.0. What version of Word is this? I have no idea. That's nice. That's terrifically useful. They don't put the version on the disk like they're supposed to. Okay, Microsoft. Let's just look it up. Microsoft Word for Windows. See if I can find the images. Probably not in 15 minutes. I haven't thought about it. Everything is going smoothly right up until it doesn't. And it's always the unexpected snag. Okay, products. No, I don't want any of that. Okay, let me go to... Let me go to WinWorld PC. Application. Search. Word. Actually, I was probably going to search the whole website. Oopsie. Not a good idea. Because that might take forever searching for Word. Okay. Products Microsoft Word. Let's see. 1.x for Windows. These are 3.5 inch 1.44 meg floppies, so it's probably not version 1.0. Let's try 2.0. Ha! I think I found it. I'm going to assume it's the original version 2.0. I'm going to download that. You have used 0 of your current 25 downloads. I hate it when people restrict downloads like that. That's so irritating. Yeah, I'm doing something totally legal, man. Although I've always been under the... operated under the impression that if I own a copy of it, I can download another copy of it when my copy goes bad. So, or I'd start losing discs. I better find that, because that's probably actually worth something, you know? Microsoft Word for Windows. We'll just grab a random floppy. And get this out of the way. Get out of here. I want the utilities disk. That's what I want. That's the only thing I want. Because I've got everything else, unless there were 6 disks. I don't know. Suppose I'll find out. Okay, Microsoft Word for Windows, 3.5 inch. I'll put that into my ISO downloads folder. Windows will lock up like a boss. There we go. No, that is not what I'm looking for. Crap. That sucks. Okay, well, let's just try a whole bunch of versions then. 2.0A, 2.0B, 2.0C. Let's see. What other versions could we download? Version 6, I suppose. It's for Windows, I know that. Let's see. Now it requires Windows 3.1, so probably not, since that said it could run on 2.11. I hope to hell it's one of these. Open with that. Let's download this one. Open with that. And let's download this one. I'll find one of them. One of them will work. I am an eternal optimist, so one of them must work. Okay, that one's slightly different. We have a setup disk, a program disk. It's got 6 disks. Don't think it's that. That's 2.0A. So get that out of here. 2.0B is coming in. There's 6 viewers watching a screen making me look for a disk. That's great. That's completely useless. So now I'm waiting for 2.0C to come in. Oh, please be 2.0C. I bet it isn't. I bet this is not going to be it either. I will be screwed like a light bulb. And it is not. Awesome. Why not? What are these people doing? Really makes you wonder sometimes. I wish it would tell me what version it was. Seems kind of stupid that it doesn't. I mean, I could probably go downstairs and look. Okay, well, let's get out of that. It's probably not version 6.0, but I could get quite the surprise. I'll see what's in version 6.0. The closest one so far has been 2.0A. So I don't know which one it would be. Really don't. I might just hit Control X and say forget about it. Realize I'm kind of a little bit of a jerk. I haven't said hello to anybody that showed up today. Oops. I know you're there. I do see you. Just caught up in what I'm doing. That's going to take a minute? Are you kidding me? Come on. 100 kilobits a second. That's ridiculous. You know, like, I think data transfers off of a floppy diskette faster than that. I don't think this is going to be it either, because that's 12.5 megabytes. So, the likelihood that that's going to work is practically about 0. How many disks were in 2.0 for Windows? There were 6 disks. But I don't think that was it. Yeah, no, that's got 9 disks. That's not even close. 6 disks is at least closer. Screw it. I don't care. Control X. Microsoft Word is not installed properly on your system. Who cares? Okay, well, win Word. Let's see what happens when I try and run it. Please enter your name and initials. Done. What version is this? Now it should tell me. I'm trying to use the mouse and this is not working. About. Version 1.1. Okay. Well. Let's go back. Go back to version 1.x for Windows. What just made that noise? Anyway. Version 1.x for Windows. Aha! It says it's 720k. No, that's not 720k. Those are 1.44 meg floppies. So I dismissed it because it was 1.44 meg. Maybe I shouldn't have done that. Well, I'm going to try it anyway. So this is the version I want. It's the original version 1.1. Math coprocessor present, no expanded memory, that's funny. But that doesn't refer to extended memory. The two are different. So it thinks that all... What? 50 megs of RAM? No, that's not even... It must be counting a swap file on that, too. How's that even possible? What on earth? Media, disc 1. Yeah, those are 720K, so what I think has gone wrong here is... Yeah. I have to find that utilities disk if I want to do this right, but oh well. It's 9:55, I don't really have time to mess around with it. So at least I did something useful, right? Installed Microsoft Word for Windows. I'll have to put more applications on this machine, and I guess if my heatsink doesn't arrive for next week, which I suspect it won't, because Canada Pest has decided to screw up everybody's, well, everything pretty much. Although I don't think, maybe it wouldn't even come through Canada Post. Maybe it actually would come through UPS or FedEx or something like that. Don't really know. It's coming international, I know that. Technically speaking, it's coming from over the border. So I don't know if Poopney Buttholes is the one who's handling that or not. I suspect they are. But now that I've got my highest viewership, what is buzzing over here? Whatever it is needs to stop. Now that I've got my highest viewership numbers, I'm going to end this. So, there you go. Microsoft Word for Windows installed on an HP Vectra 486. I did see a comment in the chat room before I shut this all off. I gotta do it. Not that I suspect you can hear it. Ta-da! There you go. Don't have anything else for you. I'll have to find some more programs. But until then, goodbye, and good night from the HP Vectra 486. Always be sure to turn off your monitor after use. Oh, crap. I don't know if that's going to screw up or not. I almost forgot. Next week, I might be using a different device for the stream. I might actually try out, because I changed cell phones tonight, again. I might give this thing a chance. See what it can do. If it's any better. I suspect it won't be, though.